Hey guys, it's Beast here. Deck profile time. So I'll be showing you today my zombie deck. This is the deck I will be running for this format, and probably many more to come, unless something's banned or something comes back or whatever. Yeah. So I was basically peer pressured out of Lightsworns right before the format. So I was kind of getting bored of Lightsworns, to tell you the truth. But guess who picked up Lightsworns right after I dropped them? That'd be Carl. Carl picked up now using Lightsworns. Not his main, but he made the deck. But so I traded most of my Lightsworn stuff to him. So we'll just get right into the deck right now. Start off with the zombies. PlagueSpreader Zombie, the best zombie tuner. Pain Painter is pretty lacking. The only thing you can do is basically make other zombies level 2, so you can either exceed or go into Archfiend Zombie Skull. But unless you're really using a mill engine, he's not very good. So PlagueSpreader Zombie, the only zombie tuner I use. Yeah. 3 Goblin Zombie, probably one of the best searchers in the game. Sent to the graveyard, I get to search out a zombie 1200 defense or lower from my deck and add it to my hand, so that's all my zombies, so it's really good. Yeah, this deck has a lot of floaters. Mezuki, you can only run one Mezuki. He's a really good beater, as being 17. So remove and play. Special summon a zombie from my graveyard, like anything from Goblin Zombie to PlagueSpreader, or even just a zombie synchro. So pretty good. 2 Zombie Master. Shout out to Carl for trading me these. Yeah, so discard a monster to revive a zombie from either player's graveyard. I rarely summon someone else's PlagueSpreader or zombie unless I'm playing a mirror match, which is rarely. So, yeah, Zombie Master is really pretty good. So, I only use 2 because I usually recycle them. And the last zombie is 1 Spirit Reaper. I was running 2, but dropped it to 1 because I just would draw too often when I didn't need it. So I opted to put 1 in. So that's all the zombies. So we'll go into the other half of the monsters, which is basically floaters and tuners and general staples for dark decks or zombie decks. But yeah, so 3 Reborn Tengu, best floater printed right now. Yeah, I mean, he's removed from the field. I get a new one, so it's really good. Now on some tuners. Global, probably the best tuner besides, along with Gale, I guess. Just really good in this deck with sending stuff to the grave. So it's really good. 2 TG strikers. I do with proxies. I don't have access to many cards, so I have to make do. So yeah, I have these 2 proxies along with 2 others. The next 2 cards. 2 TG strikers. Special summon when my opponent has monsters and I don't. And then summon a Goblin Zombie Sync for 6 and get a free search. So it's really good. More floaters. And then along with Striker, I do run 2 TG Rush Rhino. I did test Werewolves, which I thought would be the better choice, but what zombies lack is a beater. There's good beaters. The only good beaters are Mezuki, which I usually don't want to leave on the field for too long without. I don't want them being removed or something. And Zombie Master, which I usually want to save to synchro someone with. So, yeah, TG Rush Rhino runs over Thunder King. That's what I'm thinking. Thunder King, which really kills this deck. So, it's pretty good so far. True Effect Veiler, I think it's pretty much stable and negate monster effects. 2 Caius, remove threats, it's just really good. It's one better monster removal effects. Gorz wins games by himself. And then last one is Dark Arm. I do have massive amount of grave control, so anywhere from late game to early game I can get this guy out. So that's the monsters. We'll go into spells. Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm. Glad to see this back. And 2 MST. Three's too many, you draw into it too often, usually decide a third. 1 Book of Moon, because this is an answer to almost everything, but except for contacts. For some reason you can contact while monsters are face down, which makes no sense. Mind Control, it's really good with Exceeds and Synchros out right now, so it's a pretty synchro heavy deck, so it's really good. Book of Life, I only earned 1 of these, because it is often dead early game, with my opponent having to have zombies, and I have to have they have to have a monster, and I have to have zombies. Yeah, so it's really good. But it's often dead, so I only run 1, and I replaced the second one with something else. I might opt to put a second one back in. I don't know. 1 Allure, because I do run dark, so why not? Foolish Burials, and anything from PlagueSpreader, Mezuki, Dark Arm targets, and Glow Bulb. It's usually Glow Bulb with this, but you never know. And now that's for the spells. Now for traps. Mirror Force, probably one of the best mass removal traps, so you gotta run it. Torrential Tribute, the best mass removal trap, I think. 2 Call the Haunted. You have to forgive my odd rarities. This is what I replaced a Book of Life with. It's more generic. I don't need to worry about what my opponent has, only what I have, and I don't have to just do zombies. The only thing is that it is slower, so. But it's really good. 1 Trap Dustshoot, so it's good. Trap Dustshoot is running at the last format too, or at the end of it. Then 2 Solemn Warning. Shout out to Carl for these. Trade these to me. Solemn Warning is really good. Stops most summoning threats except for Fusion Gate and Infernity Launcher, as I learned. So it's a really good card. Solemn Judgment, it's Solemn Judgment. So that's the main deck, 40 cards. I will go on to extra deck. So it's my token. We'll go on to Android. This is not a complete extra deck. I'm missing 2 or 3 cards that I'll have to pick up at the sneak peek, which I am going to, so that's cool. Magical Android, it's just 2,400. So I could use a Hyper Librarian, but I don't have one. So, Canister, you cannot be caught without a Canister because you will regret it every time. Canister is just so good. Down to level 6s, Revive King Hades. I cannot say enough about this card. This card is so good. What he does when I can negate the effects of effect monsters when I destroy them by battle with the zombies I control. So he's a zombie, so when I run over Tengu, I negate the effect. Run over Rhino, negate the effects. Run over Tree Worm Frog, and negate the effect. And they can't come back until it's removed from the grave by another card effect. So it's really good, really versatile. I've run over Graphas that I've booked the turn before and run over so they can't use the effect. It's just super good. Flameless Urquizas, I've won tons of games, dozens of games with this guy. He's just 2100 Piercer, level 6. Level 6 is the primary level I do go into, so 6s and 9s, I guess. This is good. Brionic. Brionic is Brionic. I mean, every time, Brionic. That's how I lose. Seems. Yeah, that or Trishula. Gaia Knight. It's the closest thing we have to Goyo, not Gaia. Black Rose. I rarely go into level 7s. I need Glow Bulb and a level 6, which it just rarely happens. So, but you gotta run it. 8 stars, Stardust. I mean, when in doubt, go into Stardust. Got signed by Greg Abbey, the voice actor of UC. That's really cool. Got that at Nationals. Classifier, more often than not, he just sits in defense and takes hit after hit. But it's a good beater of 2,800. I also need to get a Scrap Dragon. So, on to level 9s. Mistworm. I do run Mistworm because it is really easy for this deck to go into level 9s. So, yeah, I mean, balance bunch of cards, attack for game, you know, it's pretty good. You know, when Trishula just isn't enough field removal, so Mistworm's really good. And, of course, Trishula, this card needs to be banned. This card is way too good. When you summon this guy, you're probably going to win. I don't know, it's just so good. 2700, remove a card from a hand, deck, not hand, field, and graveyard, not deck. If only. And then the last one is Utopia. I rarely go into Utopia. This is, since the Exceed really changed, I don't go into them as often because I don't get my searches. So, it's still really good. Negates attacks and stuff. So, that's the deck. What do you guys think of the deck? Changes, suggestions. I don't have my side deck finalized right now, so we'll see. Thanks for watching, guys.